Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. This arc, by far, best arc in the series for one reason. It actually made me give a shit. I actually gave a damn about these characters. Characters that, for the longest time, I gave no fucks whether or not they lived or died. Now, in this arc, I care. I actually care. Thank God for the Tartaros Arc. It actually made me give a shit. But at the same time, I'm fucking pissed because I give a shit. I'm pissed because I give a shit about this arc. About an arc in a series that I don't like. Oh my god. Yeah. Best arc in the fucking anime by far. Tartaros Arc, the final group of the final guild of bad guys between that big dark guild alliance. First there was the Oration Seis, and then Grimoire Heart, and now there's Tartarus. And it was they're all demons. They're all demons created by Zeref. Created by Zeref, and yeah, so we end up finding out that like they're trying to revive End. They're trying to revive End so that End can lead them to Zeref. And in order to revive End, they first need to make enough sacrifices. They need to make enough blood sacrifices, and that includes a bunch of their former people, as well as the Fairy Tail Guild members. So they start targeting Fairy Tail, and this big war breaks out. It's a fucking war! It breaks out, and it's just this large, epic war zone of death and destruction. And there are like nine demon gates or something like that. And each of the Fairy Tail members has to beat someone, and it's just everything builds on each other, and it builds nicely. Things get better and better and progress more and more. Every single character gets the progression they deserve, and Natsu is not annoying. Natsu is not annoying in this. Not at all. He never does anything incredibly annoying throughout this. I actually found some of his comedy actually enjoyable. That came as a huge shock. Happy, not annoying. I can't call him annoying anymore because in Tartaros Arc, he's not annoying. And Gray. Fucking Gray. Holy fuck. The power he gets that the ice demon slayer magic. Holy shit, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was really cool, and I fucking called it. I called it. I knew it. I so fucking called it. That guy is his fucking father. I fucking knew it. Yeah, so and eventually it gets to the point where like it looks like everyone has been defeated. Everybody except for Lucy. Lucy is the only one who managed to make it out. And so she's going up against the entire guild on her own. And she ends up summoning Virgo and Leo. And then finally Aquarius. Which throughout this, I didn't really care too much for the celestial spirits. But I will admit Aquarius is the rare exception to that. as I do like how she calls Lucy out on a bunch of her shit, and she does provide some good comedy. Sadly, it looks like she's gone because she freaking breaks the key of Aquarius' key in order to summon the fucking Celestial Spirit King, who goes on a fucking rampage and just destroys the whole guild, the entire guild hall, which is a giant cube. And then as if that was enough, after everyone is freed, freaking here comes freaking Igneel ripping out of Natsu's stomach like an alien, like a xenomorph from Aliens. just boom! There's Igneel, and suddenly Acnologia is here again, and Acnologia and Igneel are fighting, and blasts are flying everywhere, and Natsu's fighting the leader of the Tartaros Guild, and it just keeps building and building and building and building, leading up to this final showdown. They finally beat him. They beat Margear. They beat him, and Acnologia loses an arm. But sadly, Igneel gets his life taken. And I never really cared for Igneel, but goddamn, I actually felt sorry for Natsu when he was there, standing there crying, as his father died. As his adoptive father died, that really got to me. That was pretty rough. And it's just, all the characters get the right amount of screen time. They get the right amount of character progression that they deserve. Gaijio and Levy confirmed. Gaijio and Levy, that pairing's confirmed pretty much. Which, I'm kind of glad about that, because like I have started to enjoy Levy, and of course I like Gaijio. He's a blast. So I guess I'm okay with that pairing. And by far, the character who steals the show, even though it's only for a couple episodes, the character who completely steals the show and makes this arc 100% worth it, fucking Wendy. She went fucking in. God damn, Wendy. She goes in and beats one of the 9, and it seems as though she took down the villain's plan. The villain's plan of activating Face. Eventually, it's revealed that was only one of thousands. One of thousands of Doomsday machines that they have at their disposal. And they're going to activate all of them all at once. But she ended up using the Dragon's Force. She ended up getting this like new form and like a huge power boost, and she just went in. She was fucking pissed, and she was just pounding him. She was just pounding him, hitting him with like wind tornado after wind tornado after wind tornado, and then eventually comes in and just delivers the final blow. And God, it was just so cool. Fucking Wendy needs to be the star of her own manga or anime, because I would totally read that manga and I would watch that anime. Fucking Wendy, that's a character I want to see progress. I want to see Wendy grow up. I want to see how much stronger she can get from here. From here on out, how much stronger is she going to get? And how is she going to grow as a person, as a character? She should be the main character, not Natsu or Lucy. Neither of them should be the main character. Fucking Wendy. It should be all about her, because if it was about her, I would totally get behind Fairy Tail. I would totally get behind Fairy Tail because you'd at least then have an incredibly likable character as your main protagonist that you want to see succeed. You want to see her get better. You want to see her win the day. You want to see her get through everything. You give a shit about her. She should be the main character. And she just steals the show. She really does. She steals the show in this, and it just makes the whole arc completely worthwhile. Just to see her achieve Dragon's Force, which is something that even Natsu can't do whenever he feels like it. But now Wendy can. Wendy can now, and it's awesome. It's awesome when she does it, and yeah, so it's just at the end of the arc. It's revealed that Makarov is going to disband Fairy Tail, and Natsu and Happy end up leaving to go on a journey. And this is the end of the second part of the series. After this, there's a time skip. There's 1, maybe 2 years time skip. So it's a time skip, and that leads into part 3, the third and final part of the series. So throughout this month, I've watched the first 2 parts of the series. I will not be watching part 3 of the series. I'm not going to keep watching this anime for a couple reasons, which I'll get into in my final thoughts video. But yeah, this arc, the Tartaros Arc, totally worth it. And even though I'm not going to continue on with the series, I might in the future go back and watch this, just so I can fucking see Wendy use Dragon Force once again, because that was fucking awesome. Wendy needs to have her own manga and anime. Get on that! Get on that, people! Come on! Let's make this happen! Wendy! Come on! So I'm giving this one there's still a couple problems, but for the most part, it's pretty good. So I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Best score I've given anything in this month. 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, there you go. I thoroughly enjoyed the Tartaros Arc. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Next up is going to be my final thoughts. So I will see you guys then. Alright. Take care, everyone.